What is up, guys? My name is Rice. Welcome back to the channel. Today is a brand new video. Yes, I know we're doing another video instead of a live stream. I apologize. I was genuinely gonna go live tonight. However, we had family over, and it's not that they're staying this time, but we had family over. We watched the game all together, and they left around 10 o'clock, and I said, you know what? I usually go live around 10. I'm not gonna go live around 10:30. I'm just going to do the video, so I'm not even going to say it, but I will be doing a video on Tuesday. I might as well say that right now. Yeah, by the way, for the future, I'll say if I don't have the stream posted by about 9:50-ish, 9:55 if it's an early start, obviously, then, yeah. If I want to have it posted around 9:55, 9:50, then I'll probably be doing a video, so yeah, just let you guys know. So yeah, the Montreal Canadiens played tonight. We were at home against the Carolina Hurricanes. And we would end up losing. It was a pretty boring game, but then again, that is the very typical Carolina Hurricanes game, I feel like. So, yeah. So this is our 73rd game of the season for the Montreal Canadiens. We've got 9 left, and yeah, before we even get into anything regarding the game, the lineups, any of that, we unfortunately will not be seeing Lane Hutson until at the very most the last 3 to 4 games of the year. Because Boston University defeated, I believe, Minnesota Duluth to advance to the Frozen Four. And, yeah, Lane Hutson had the game-winning goal. He had a very, very nice goal. Best of luck to him. It sucks that he's not going to be playing in the NHL as soon as next week. But you know what? I'm completely fine with that. So, yeah, shout out Lane Hutson. And, yeah, he's looking like he's going to be the best gem. He's looking like he's going to be a gem in the 2022 NHL draft. So, yeah, for those who are new here, how we do the recaps is I go through the lines for both teams. I give a little game summary, recap, analysis. I give the stats for the Canadiens. Then we get out of here. Usually while I'm doing this, I would be reading the chat. But for, I believe, the 8th straight time, I will not be doing that. So, yeah. By the way, thank you guys for 940 subscribers. I really appreciate that. I didn't notice that. I noticed that right before, but I just thought I'd give that a little mention. We are now 60 subscribers away from 1,000. Hell yeah. So the opening lines for the Canadiens were Caulfield, Suzuki, Slafkovsky, Gallagher, Newhook, Armia, Anderson, Evans, Ullinen, and Pezzetta, White, Harvey Pinard. Matheson, Harris, Struble, Kovacevic, and Jacki Savard were on the blue line. Sam Montembeault gets started net as we've been very back and forth using both goalies to see what we've got with them. And Caden Primo backs him up, having played a phenomenal last game. I think he had a really, really good performance against the Philadelphia Flyers. And honestly, I believe our next game is, it's Tuesday against the Panthers, Thursday against the Lightning. It would not entirely surprise me if Primo were to get the starts in one of those games, or even both of those games. I do think that we will give him the start in one of those games for sure, just because we are very back and forth on using, one goalie, then go to the other, and having that rhythm. But it might not surprise me if he plays well against Florida to see him get the start against the Lightning. Maybe you want to give him a little bit more of a look. I would have no problem with that whatsoever. He's been phenomenal in his last, I believe, 6 starts. But Montembeault would get the net tonight. That's not saying, by the way, Monty was the reason we lost tonight, but just Primo's been playing very, very good, I should say. The opening lines for the Hurricanes were Gensel, Aho, Jarvis, Martinook, Kuznetsov, Necas, Svechnikov, Staal, Teravainen, and Kotkaniemi, Drury, Nosen. Remember when the Carolina Hurricanes gave up a first-round pick for Jesperi Kotkaniemi? Yeah, he is now a 4th liner. Good job, Carolina. How is Don Waddell considered a great general manager again? Slavin Burns, Pesci, Skayen and Pesci, and Orlov Chatfield were on the blue line. Pyotr Kochetkov gets started net for the Canes, and Freddie Anderson backs him up, having been one of the best goalies in the league since he's returned from injury, which is very surprising. Before the game, Caden Gooley was suspended for a game for a slash on Travis Konecny. I was going to do a video on this yesterday when the news was coming out originally, obviously, that he had a hearing and then he got the suspension. Because I thought it was going to be 5 to 10 games just because of previous example. For example, the Ed Jovanovski thing, he got 10 games for a slash. So I was expecting that for Caden Gooley. However, thankfully, it is just the one game. That was obviously tonight's game, so I didn't really feel it was really all that needed. I know I did the video for Gallagher's suspension just because that was a big moment. This was really just everybody kind of really unanimously said, that that's worth a suspension. Everybody kind of unanimously said that. So yeah, goalie was suspended 1 game for a slash on Konechny from the bench, I should say. It was from the bench. It wasn't like it was just, a really bad slash during play. No, it was a very light tap from the bench. Konechny sold it. I thought he could have probably gotten suspended for embellishment. I don't know if you can do that. I think you can. But yeah. Not that Konechny didn't deserve that either, by the way. He was a fucking bitch last game. But yeah, let's get... And not in like a good way, like, he's hard to play against. No, and that he was cowering from every fight that he could have had. But yeah, Matheson has a good stick check during a 2-on-1 in the opening minute, and then takes the puck in the Kane zone. And he looks to have scored. Takes a shot. Looks like it hits the back of the net and comes right out. He's celebrating. Play goes on, though. Really good shot block by Matheson again on a Canes chance. We get a stoppage in play, and at this point they show the replay that the puck just goes off the Kane. A Canes player in front hits the cross. I'll do it like this. Comes in, hits the crossbar. Slides right across and off the other side. That genuinely sucked. That looked like it was a goal for the Canadiens, and I genuinely still don't know how it wasn't with the angle that they showed. It looks like it hits the net, but that's just some really fun cinematography, quote-unquote cinematography. But that was fun, though. Both teams, usual hairy on counter. Both teams get some back and forth. Slavkovsky has a nice shot off the pad. Jarvis goes back the other way. He hits the post on a nice look. Kochetkov then comes in with a clear board on Harvey Pinard. There's no call. There's a puck battle for a good 30 seconds in the Canes zone. Shots end up being 5-2 for the Canes at the half. Habs pressure for the lead. There's a nice shot by the Evans line. He nearly ends up banking one in. Habs then press. Game's a little chippy at 11 minutes. About 12 minutes actually. Harris and Matheson get held out for 2 minutes on a shift while the Habs press, and then back the other way. The Canes end up pressing. Armia ends up nearly putting one home off the other way. Canes then gets some extended pressure off a turnover. They hit 2 posts. Monty was very, very lucky there. I think you could say that. Both teams have been back and forth. Not a lot of shots, more so just time on ice with possession. With 8 seconds left after a stoppage in play, the Habs press with the top line, just not able to get one in the back of the net for the lead. So the shots 9-7 for the Hurricanes, but a scoreless game headed into the second period, during which the Habs press in the opening minutes. Chatfield gets hit hard by Anderson against the boards. I wanted more of that from Andy. I don't know why he's barely shown that this year at all. Slavkovsky has a nice chance that's stopped by Kochetkov off of a nice slot pass by Caulfield. Shots are 3-0 for the Canadiens 5 minutes in. They had a nice start to the second period. Gensel ends up getting a quick shot off of Montembeault. He's got the glove, though. First shot of the game for the first shot of the period, I should say, for the Hurricanes. If it was the first shot of the game, they probably would not have been into this one. And then the Habs end up going to the penalty kill because Suzuki's called for an interference when Jarvis grabs and throws the stick out of his hand. You'd love to see it. So Canes control on the power play. There's some momentum. Matheson ends up accidentally blocking 2 Kane shots. Montembeault then stops one. The Habs end up getting the kill. We're 1-for-1 on the penalty kill. Habs press with Suzuki out of the box. Not a clear break. Finds Kovacevic with a nice chance. That gets stopped by Kochetkov. He was on his game tonight. And the Habs go to the power play almost immediately after Kuznetsov is called for delay of game, puck over glass. I still don't get how you have like a foot of distance between you and the glass, and how so many players are still just, they shoot it and it ends up right out. I still don't get how that happens so much in the NHL. Habs press. Slavkovsky has a nice look, and after a whistle, Slav gets shoved down by Pesci. No unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. That is as unsportsmanlike as you see. The refs really kind of did put their whistles away for the most part in this game. Like I said, the boarding on Kochetkov, Pesci shoving Slavkovsky. Slavkovsky, after a really nice deke by Caulfield, gets found. Slavkovsky just can't bury it. And back the other way, shorthanded, Jordan Staal scores the eventual game-winning goal shorthanded. A horrible Matheson look. And instead of electing to dump it off, he kind of throws it to Jordan Staal. And it's 1-0 Hurricanes. Just a nice deke past Montembeault. And I believe that ends, I think they said it was a 15-game goalless drought That is, I think they said Staal's first shorthanded goal of the year. I want to say they said that was his 9th of the year as well. I think it was his 9th, something like that. Jacky then ices the puck with the second unit out, 9 seconds left. Habs are 0 for 1 on the power play. Habs look for the tying goal. The Canes with some good D. Pizzetta and Chatfield exchange a little bit of shoving during a puck battle. The puck ends up coming out. The Habs press. They had some momentum at this stage. And then the Habs go back to the power play. Pesce is called for a trip on Brendan Gallagher after a nice second line chance. Gally did try a wraparound immediately after he was tripped. That line played all right tonight. I mean, Gallagher is not the player that he once was, but he had reminiscence of that tonight on a couple shifts. You know, he's not the type of player to get in front of the net anymore. He's not the type of player to, really be all that gritty. And actually, afterwards, funny enough, Pesce ends up trying to intimidate Gallagher. He has to look down at him. I'll give Gallagher this. He might be stupid, he might be dumb, but he won't back away from a challenge. Pesce didn't want to drop the gloves, funny enough. The Habs top unit gets a good chance. Caulfield with a nice shot just up high. Unfortunately, Habs press for the tie. Canes end up nearly getting a second short-handed chance off of Matheson turnover. They do get a shot. Second unit doesn't get much done. The Habs are 0 for 2 on the power play. Struble then with a nice hit, less than a minute to go. Shots are 22-19 for the Hurricanes. For the Canadiens, but it's a 1-0 Hurricanes lead after 40 minutes. Habs look to press. Actually, I just realized the Habs win thing should not be up right now. I just realized the Habs win should not be up. I don't know why I have that up. I should not be getting rid of the Habs logo. Where is it? There it is. It took me 11 minutes to realize that, but the Habs logo, the Habs win thing should not be up, and the Habs lose hamster should be up. I just realized that. My apologies, guys. I've won 3 in a row. I'm too used to winning. No, but seriously, I apologize for that. If anybody takes this overly seriously. Habs try to press. A couple chances for the top line. The Canes end up icing the puck 3 times within 2 minutes. The Habs are buzzing early in the third. But then off a couple turnovers by Matheson and Harris, the Canes get 3 really good looks. Montebo stops all of them. I thought he was playing very well at this stage. Especially because Matheson and Harris cannot get the fucking puck to a goddamn teammate. They turned it over 3-4 times in that sequence, which is weird with Matheson. Like, Harris is decent defensively and offensively. He's not great, but he's whatever. Matheson is weird because he'll have these times where he had a great start to the game. That shot block, that shot that looked like a goal, and the stick check that came before the goal, actually. It was the stick check, the shot almost goal, and then the shot block or whatever. And then he blocked a couple shots during that penalty kill accidentally. And then he'll have this where the reason that the first goal is scored is because of Mike Matheson. And the reason that the Hurricanes almost got their second goal was partly because of Mike Matheson. If Matheson doesn't have the first turnover, Harris doesn't have the following 3, and the Canes don't almost score. However, eventually they would. Habs go to the power play. Habs to the PK. Harris gets called for a hook on Marty Natchez. And the Canes score. It is Sebastian Aho with the 2-0 lead for the Hurricanes. I put that'll seal the game up. Habs are 1 for 2 on the penalty kill. Still one of the best since I want to say February. Habs look for the 1-goal deficit. The top line with a nice turnover that leads to a chance for Caulfield from Suzuki. Just nothing that ends up in the back of the net. The top line, like a lot of nights, was really the only one that was driving a ton of offense. The only one that was consistently getting shots, and this is why I'm excited for next year. Once we have Doc back, Waz healthy, Beck, Farrell, and or Mazar, Beck, or Farrell. I'm assuming all 3 might make the lineup. I'm hoping. That's why I'm excited when we have basically 3 lines as a total, 3 lines already that are going to be playing well. We're going to have 3 D pairs who can play defense, but also can give offense, and a whole year of Montebo and Primo. I'm calling it now, guys. The Habs will be in a wild card spot for a good part of the year next season. I'm just going to say that now. I believe that to be the case. So, yeah, it's 2-0. Habs keep pressing. Canadiens top line is the only one getting chances. Suzuki on a one-timer is stopped by Kochetkov. That was, I believe, the Habs' 4th shot of the period, there's another press that just doesn't connect. Off a turnover, Svechnikov gets a chance to make it 3-0, but he whiffs. There's an empty net with 3 minutes left. Drury hits it after Matheson gives 0 effort, so the score 3-0 for the Canes. There's a late press by them. Kotkaniemi is stopped twice. he was invisible all game. I get he was on the fourth line, but aside from the board and the 2 chances here in the final minute, Kochetkov did nothing tonight, which I think is genuinely hilarious. Sebastian Aho hits the post with seconds left, almost made it 4-0. Habs lose 3-0 in regulation. The final shots are 30-26 for the Hurricanes. So despite the 3 goals allowed, Monty had an alright game, I think. Kochetkov with his, I believe they said 8th career shutout and his 4th of the year. I believe that's what they said. So props to him. I do like Pyotr Kochetkov. I'm happy that he is playing well. It sucks he's in one of the least supported organizations in the NHL. He deserves to be seen in a place like Boston or probably Florida, I would say. But yeah, maybe Pittsburgh could also help Pyotr Kochetkov be seen a little more. But yeah, either way, that did it for the game. That third was really boring. It was taken over by the Hurricanes. They played boring hockey. They're not going to make the conference finals again, and if they do, you add one more to the Hurricanes score, then you flip it, and that's probably how the series ends. So, yeah. Let's get into the final stats for the Habs and get on out of here. Nick Suzuki leads the Canadiens with 30 goals, 39 assists, 69 points. Very nice indeed. Cole Caulfield, 20 goals, 35 assists, 55 points. Michael Matheson, 10 goals, 41 assists, 51 points. Yaroslavsky, 15 goals, 26 assists, 41 points. Sean Monahan, when he was a Canadian, 13 goals, 22 assists, 35 points. Alex Newhook, 12 goals, 13 assists, 25 points. Jake Evans, 6 goals, 18 assists, 24 points. Brendan Gallagher, 11 goals, 10 assists, 21 points. Caden Gooley, 6 goals, 15 assists, 21 points. Yoel Armia, 13 goals, 6 assists, 19 points. David Savard, 6 goals, 12 assists, 18 points. Josh Anderson, 7 goals, 10 assists, 17 points. Justin Barron, who's currently down in Laval, 6 goals, 6 assists for 12 points. Tanner Pearson, 5 goals, 7 assists, 12 points. Michael Pizzetta, 3 goals, 8 assists, 11 points. Arbor Jacki, 4 goals, 6 assists, 10 points. Jordan Harris, 2 goals, 8 assists, 10 points. Jonathan Kovacevic, 6 goals, 3 assists, 9 points. Joshua Wall, who's unfortunately out for basically the remainder of the year, 4 goals, 4 assists, 8 points. The same as Yassi Ullinen. Rafael Harry-Pinard with a goal, 7 assists for 8 points. Christian Dvorak, who's unfortunately out for the remainder of the year, 3 goals, 4 assists, 7 points. Jaden Struble, 2 goals, 5 assists, 7 points. Gustav Lindstrom, when he was a Canadian, with 3 goals and assists for 4 points. Mitchell Stevens is currently down in Laval, had 2 goals and assists for 3 points. Kirby Doc, who's unfortunately out for the remainder of the year. Caden Primo and Sam Montembeau each have 2 assists as well. Brendan Gignac, who's currently back with Laval, has a goal. Jake Allen, when he was a Canadian, had an assist. Caden Primo has both of the Habs shutouts. In terms of fights, Pizzetta has 7. Arbor Jacki has got 5 of those. Josh Anderson's got 4. Caden Gooley and Jonathan Kovacevic each have 2. Yaroslavsky, Tanner Pearson, and Jaden Struble each have a singular fight this year. So yeah, guys, that is going to do it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. Please do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, favorite, share, and other includes, but it's not limited to YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, X, Tumblr, and everything else. My name is Rice. Please subscribe to the Puff Club, the Ace Club, the Sub Hub, and the Nia Nation. If you're a member of the Mod Squad, thank you for moderating. Any comments on any streams and or any videos is much greatly appreciated. The links in the description are the Amazon wishlist, the PO Box, PayPal, the Discord, Letterboxd, Premium account, the Twitch, Streamlabs, and the Abnormals podcast are down there as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Rice, and I am out. Item Montreal. Always remember, no matter how bad we were last year, how decent we are like this year, and how good we'll be like next year. Go, Habs, go. Thank you guys again for watching. My name is Rice again, and I am out. Love you guys. See you guys. Bye, guys. 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 Bye.